Good morning. Good morning. Hi, everyone. Oh, there's like a massive glare in my glasses. How's everyone doing today? I apologize for this weird glare. Let me go like this. All right, per usual, we're just going to wait a minute or so to let everybody join us. I apologize, this isn't like the greatest viewing space, but had a hard time finding a spot in my house that could film well. As you hop on, let me know where you're from. Are you a Daisy, Brownie, Junior, Cadet, Senior, Ambassador? If you're not a Girl Scout yet, let me know what grade you're in, and we'll hang tight for just a moment. Oh, and if you know Juliette Gordon Low's nickname, go ahead and put it in the comments. I saw a couple people got it, but let's see who else has it. Hello from Springfield. Doylestown. I don't know where that is, so I'm going to look that up later. All right, from Illinois. Oh, we've got a good mix of people too. We've got some daisies, we see some juniors. Excellent. Good morning, Orlando. I would take these off. I know you're seeing a weird glare, but I need to read in a moment and can't do that without these. All right. Okay. Well, I think it's time that we can go ahead and get started. So, good morning. I'm Layla Ehlers. I'm a program manager in Girl Scouts of Western Ohio. I am outside of the Dayton area. Welcome to my home. Again, if you joined me for yesterday's 10 a.m. Service Sunday, you got to see my front yard, and now you're in my basement. So, welcome. I hope everybody can hear me okay since I'm seeing messages. I'm assuming we're good. I know it's a little echoey down here, but I hope we're okay. All right, so today's goal is to just learn a little bit more about Girl Scout founder Juliette Gordon Low. And you might notice I'm a little fancy this morning. Give me a twirl. I brought my lace and pearls. I'll tell you why in just a moment, in case you're wondering, while I'm dressed in formal wear on a Monday morning when we're quarantined at home. So I want to start with just a few fun facts about Juliette Gordon Low. I know I asked if you know her nickname. A few people got it right. So yes, her nickname is Daisy. And those of you that are daisies, I bet you can guess that's why you're called daisies. So that's exciting. And I do apologize. I'm going to have to pull up the story. We're going to do a little storytelling today. So I'm going to read to you in just a moment. I do want to also say that we're going to be participating, and though I can't see you, like I just know it's happening. Yeah, so I hope you're in a space where you can stand up and you can talk and maybe shout. So, okay. So just a few fun facts about Juliette Gordon Low and some history. So let's see where to start. There's so many fun things about her. Does anybody know what year Girl Scouts started? I'll give you a hint. We celebrated our 100th anniversary 8 years ago. Get your minds thinking a little bit. And then while you're thinking about it, do you know where we started? It's in the South. So those of us in Orlando are not too far from where Girl Scouts started. And I know I'm always waiting for comments to come through. I know you guys can see them pretty quickly, but they're slow on the person recording for whatever reason. So I'm going to move along and look for those comments as we go by. So, you know what? I'm going to give this away. So Juliette Gordon Low was born in Savannah, Georgia. You know what else was born in Savannah, Georgia? Girl Scouts. Yeah, so she had 5 siblings. So give me a shout if you have sisters and brothers. I have a sister and brother. Both are older than I am. And she spent time traveling. She went to London. She happened to run into this guy, Lord Baden-Powell, and we'll talk about him a little bit during the story. And just some other fun facts. I'm getting in some words. So 1912 is when Girl Scouts was created in Savannah, Georgia. Her niece was the first registered Girl Scout. So I thought that was pretty fun. And, you know, they were doing their thing down in Georgia and it caught on and now they're all over the world. So there are Girl Scouts and Girl Guides. Many countries consider it Girl Scouts and some are Girl Guides. They're very similar. I won't get into the technical points of that. But the first Girl Guides came from Scotland. So a little global attention there. What else do we want to know about Juliette Gordon Low? I know. What sort of hobbies did she have, right? You can share with me some of your favorite hobbies. She happened to be captain of a rowing team, so that's pretty cool. And she loved the water. She loved to swim and canoe. I can be honest, I've only been canoeing one time and I fell in the water and that was like 2 years ago. So that was kind of funny, but we made it. But we were safe. And let's see. Oh, did you know that Juliette Gordon Low was hearing impaired? She lost her hearing, I think she was like 29. She was at a wedding and they don't do this anymore. They use like bubbles and other things, but they used to throw rice at the bride and groom when they were leaving, coming out of the church. And one of those pieces of rice got lodged in her ear and then it pierced her eardrum. And so from then on, she couldn't hear out of that ear. But obviously that didn't stop her. That was before she even created Girl Scouts. So she was never slowed down by anything like that. And those of you, another fun fact, if you were on the event page earlier, you may have seen me doing a headstand. And that is another fun thing that Juliette Gordon Low liked to do. She liked to stand on her head. Sometimes she's just very playful. So sometimes she did it for fun and sometimes she did it to show off her new kicks, her new shoes. She's reported to even stand on her head, like in the headquarters, you know, like during like a big meeting. She's like, hey, look at my new shoes while standing on her head. So I always appreciate her energy and her playfulness. Okay, so that's just like a few fun things about Juliette Gordon Low, but I have a story and I'm going to read this story to you. I don't have it memorized. I apologize. My brain's not that great. I can't do full monologues. But I need you to play along. So there are some things that you need to know. And one of those are their actions, and then you're gonna call out. Yeah, so like I said, I can't hear it, but like I just know, right? So Juliette Gordon Low, when I say Juliette Gordon Low, you're gonna make a muscle and say, together we can make a difference. Yeah, so Juliette Gordon Low, together we can make a difference. Horses, that one's obvious. We're gonna neigh. Neigh! You can ride your horse if you want to. When I say Georgia, you're gonna say, hey y'all. And I apologize if you're from Georgia and you don't actually say, hey y'all. It's just the direction I was given. London, so we're gonna sing, if you have a partner at home, you can jump up and put your arms up like a bridge and you're gonna sing a quick, the London Bridge is falling down. So say, London Bridge is falling down every time I say London. And then Lord Baden-Powell, I mentioned him earlier. So he was very close to Juliette Gordon Low. They have quite the history together. And for, let's see, Lord Baden-Powell. Oh, we're going to bow. He was, very formal. So you bow and you say, how do you do? He's from London, so he's very proper. Boy Scouts, you're just going to do the Boy Scout sign. For Girl Scouts, we're going to do the Girl Scout sign. And then when we say girls, I know I'm giving you a ton, so we're going to do the best we can, and I'll prompt you. So girls, we're going to jump up and down, woo, and say, we want to do it too. Yeah, because Girl Scouts was created to give girls a space to do whatever they wanted to do and what those boys were doing, right? All right, one last one. When I say cow, you're going to give me a big moo. All right? Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm going to read her story. I'm going to have to use my prompts too. All right. So here's the story of Juliette Gordon Low. And then don't forget to do the actions. I'm going to prompt you, I promise. So during the early 1900s, there lived a woman named Juliette Low. What do we say? Together we can make a difference. In Savannah, Georgia. Hey, y'all. She loved horses. Nay! And loved to travel. Juliette Low, together we can make a difference. Traveled to London, London bridges falling down, where she met Lord Baden-Powell. How do you do? The founder of Boy Scouts. Should use my other hand. Boy Scouts. When Juliette Low, together we can make a difference. I like to imagine she said it super intensely, right? She saw what great things that Lord Baden-Powell, how do you do, was doing for boys through Boy Scouts. She decided that she could start an organization like Boy Scouts for girls because we want to do it too. Her organization would later become the Girl Scouts of the USA. Here we are today, right? After learning all she could from Lord Baden-Powell, how do you do? In London, London bridges falling down, she returned to Savannah, Georgia, hey y'all, where she started Girl Scouts. This was an organization where girls, because we want to do it too, could learn new skills and become independent during a time in history where girls, we want to do it too, were supposed to be seen and not heard. We know that's not the case anymore. Where women could not vote, where women only wore dresses and they stayed home most of the time. So that's kind of boring, right? Thank goodness for Girl Scouts. Juliette Low, together we can make a difference. Had girls, we want to do it too. In a kind of trousers called pantaloons, I'm going to use that now, doing exciting activities indoors and outdoors. Her first Girl Scout troop even rode horses, nay! Regular style and not side saddle. That was a thing because we were all wearing dresses, so we all had to ride our horses side saddle. And which was the proper way for girls. We want to do it too, to ride horses. Nay! Juliette Low, we can make a difference, was not only an independent and strong woman, she was a kind person too. There's a story about her during her childhood where, on a cold night, she took her mother's good blanket to cover her cow, moo! That was a neigh, moo! In the barn. Juliette Low, together we can make a difference. Oh, I lost my. Oh, she was worried that the cow, moo, would get cold. When her mother asked her later about the good blanket and was quite cross, Juliette Low, together we can make a difference, told her mother about her concern for the cow, moo, and all was forgiven. Aren't you glad that a strong, independent, kind woman like Juliette Low, together we can make a difference, who loved her cow, moo, went to London, London bridges falling down, met Lord Baden-Powell, how do you do, learned about Boy Scouts, got excited for America's girls, we want to do it too, and went back to Georgia, hey y'all, and found the first Girl Scout troop with horse, nay, saddles blazing so we could all be here today. So thanks for joining me for that fun little story. Before I go, I told you that I would tell you a little bit why I got fancy. There's this really fun story about, I told you she was very playful and she liked to do what she wanted to do, right? So there's this great story where she was at a fancy dinner party with her friends wearing her formal evening gown, and she just kind of found that party dull. So you know what she did? She did something she wanted to do instead. Her and her friend, in their formal wear, they went fishing. So I was inspired by that today because we've been self-distancing, we're quarantined, and things are getting a little dull. So I thought that I might do something fun in my formal wear today. I might go jump on my trampoline or go for a walk, but either way, I'm going to do it in style. So thanks again for joining me today. I hope you had fun. Juliette was like a super cool person. So that was just like a little bit about her. So, give her a Google. There's lots of books about her. So do a little more research on your own and find out some of the fun things you can find about her. Don't forget to check out our daily videos. We're here at 10 and 2 on Facebook Live. Check out our events to find out what's coming up next. You can also view our past videos. And if you're here today and you're not a Girl Scout yet, or you are a Girl Scout and you want to invite a friend, make sure to check out girlscouts.org/join, and you'll find out more information about how to join us in the future. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a great time, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks.